Well, let's now move to food style of coastal belt of Karnataka. As it is a coastal region, it is known for seafood. And how can we forget neer dosa, which is a unique dosa in our coastal region? Chikamagaluru. It would not be wrong if I refer to it as nature's womb. This part of people love kesivina saru, akki roti, edipalya, kalale. Mandya. The sugar town of the state is famous for ragi mudde and nati koli bassaru. This is good for your health. People say it's an art to eat ragi mudde. In Karnataka, our meal will always be with a pickle, palya, curd rice and dessert. I know all the foodies are now packing your bags to visit some special Karnataka dishes.
Jungli is helping me get to a wider audience, right? Like here, I get only 4 Soul Santes in a year. The rest of the year, Jungli is helping me reach the same audience. Also, they're helping me with the logistics and the payment gateway. Online is going good. I'm able to reach a lot more people than I could like offline. So yeah, so far so good. So these are all handmade products. They're made with a fabric called felt, and they're designed from scratch. I do it myself. And also, just the special thing about it is Choti means peak of the mountain. So actually, we help underprivileged women, make a better life for themselves. So I teach them to make this stuff, and then we sell it.
It's helping big time for us because that is the first platform we got to put up our stuff online, and we are really glad they are helping us big time from all the locations to help us promote on our brand. And I don't think so wouldn't have been so convenient with the other portal so well, because they had been like really enthusiastic.
They're really helping us promote because they're doing a good job promoting themselves, and it's easier for us to reach out to a lot of people who could not make it here or want to make another purchase from us, and people who are not from Bangalore. We get a lot of inquiries on our Facebook and Instagram. Are you located, do you have any stores in Bombay, do you deliver to Delhi? And it's so difficult for us to cope up with that because we don't have a system of COD or all the benefits that Junglee is providing to their customers. So it's really easy for us to reach out.
Yeah, that's the biggest benefit in fact, we can say.
Palace. Mysore Palace is also known as the Amba Vilas Palace, is a historical palace in the city of Mysore. It is the official residence and throne of the Wadiyars, the Maharajas of Mysore. Mysore is commonly described as the city of palaces. There are about 7 palaces inclusive of this. However, Mysore Palace is now one of the most famous tourist attractions in India. And has more than 6 lakh visitors annually. Amba Vilas Palace and Jagmohan Palace, which later His Highness Maharaja Jayachamrachandra Wadiyar used as his art gallery, and it remains an art gallery. Currently, a major portion of the palace is under the control of the government of Karnataka. Acquired by the passing the Mysore Palace Acquisition Act, only a small portion of the palace towards the west gate is under the possession of Princess Pramoda Devi Wadiyar. Only a small portion of the palace towards the west gate is under the possession of Princess Pramoda Devi Wadiyar. After the decease of Srikanta Datta Narasimharaja Wadiyar in December 2013, without naming a successor, leaving the throne and family headship vacant. In February 2015, after an interim of over a year, Yaduvira was adopted by Pramada Devi as her son. Yaduvira Krishnadatta Chamraja, now the present ruler of Mysore Palace.
Today we stay at Mysore for visiting the palace. It's very beautiful, very nice, really amazing.
Huge places, so it's really fantastic. Yeah, most of all for the colors.
Yes.
You know, India is colorful,
Yes.
and also the palace.
The architectural style domes of palace is commonly described as Indo-Saranic blends with Hindu, Muslim, Rajput and Gothic styles. It is a 3-stone structure with marbled domes and a 145 feet 5-story tower. The palace is surrounded by a large garden. The entrance gate and arch holds the emblem and coat of arms of the Kingdom of Mysore, around which is written the kingdom's motto in Sanskrit. The palace is the venue for the famous Mysore Dasara festival, during which leading artists perform on stage set up in the palace grounds on the 10th day of festival Vijayadashami. A parade with caparisoned elephants and floats originate from the palace grounds. Dasara is the most extravagant festival of Mysore. It is celebrated in September and October of each year. The festival celebrates and commemorates the victory of the great goddess Durga, also called Chamundeshwari. After she slew the demon Mahishasura, thereby symbolizing the triumph of God over evil according to Hindu mythology. This festival has been celebrated by the Vadiyars at Srirangapatna since 1610, and in Mysore with great pomp since 1799. The tradition is still carried on, although the scale of the celebration has diminished.
so I'm here in Mysore because we knew that there was a great palace. It's the palace. The palace is so beautiful that maybe I will come back one day with my girlfriend. Okay. But yeah, that was really nice.
The Dasara festivities have become an integral part of culture and life in Mysore. To celebrate this festival, the Palace of Mysore is illuminated with more than 96,000 lights during the 2-month period. Palace gets international importance during this Dasara celebration, where Royal Darbar taking place at this palace. On all the 10 days, Amba Vilas Palace decorated as a bridegroom, the most popular Dasara procession, Royal Elephant carrying the hoda. The Mysore Palace is the most beautiful palace.
Perhaps no other faith glorifies love as much as Hinduism. Classic love legends in Indian mythology and folklore of India stretch our imagination. We Gravify Media today will tell you all one such legend of an exquisitely beautiful Shakuntala and mighty King Dushyanta. The handsome King Dushyanta of Pura dynasty, on a campaign with his army, meets a fair maiden Shakuntala, daughter of Kanva Maharshi's Nasinga deer wounded by Dushyanta's arrow. They fall for each other at a very first sight. Shakuntala weds the king in a ceremony of Gandharva Vivaha, a form of marriage by mutual consent with Mother Nature as the witness. Dushyanta presents his personal signet ring as a token of love to Shakuntala and returns to his kingdom, promising he will come back soon to take her to palace. Newly wedded bride Shakuntala is constantly engaged in daydreaming. One day, when the hot-headed hermit Durvasa stops at Kanva Maharshi's ashrama for hospitality, Shakuntala, lost in her love thoughts, fails to hear Durvasa's calls. The temperamental sage turns back and curses her. He whose thoughts have engrossed you would not remember you anymore. On the plea of her companions, the enraged sage relents and modifies Kerr's statement. He can only recall you upon producing some significant souvenir. Days roll by and nobody but Dushyantas didn't come back. Finally, pregnant Shakuntala decides to go to King Dushyanta's place. Still lost in her love thoughts, crossing the river, she plays with the water and signet ring accidentally drops into the river and she don't even notice it. When Shakuntala presents herself before the king Dushyanta, under the spell of the curse, fails to acknowledge her as his wife. Heartbroken, Shakuntala leaves to deep forest with her son Bharata. The Durvasa Muni's spell is broken when a fisherman finds a signet ring in the guts of fish. The same ring that Shakuntala had lost on her way to the court. The fisherman brings the signet ring to Dushyanta as it had a royal seal which reminds him of his love of life. The king suffers from an intense feeling of guilt and immediately sets out in search of Shakuntala. Arriving at her Kanva Maharshi's ashrama, discovered that she was no longer there. He continued deeper into the forest where he saw a young boy busy in counting lion's teeth. The king greeted the boy, amazed by his boldness and strength, and asked him who is he. He was surprised when the boy answered that he was Bharata, the son of King Dushyanta. Then boy took him to Shakuntala, and thus the family was reunited. Dushyanta took Shakuntala and his son Bharata to palace.
India is a country where we can find peoples of all nations. It is unity in diversity. We live and let others to live happily than any other country. In 1947, the Chinese army marched into Tibet's eastern and invaded it. In the coming years, half of the people were migrated to Karnataka, some to Bailukuppe in Coorg district, and some found their place at Mundgod. Mundgod is a panchayat town in Uttara Kannada district in the Karnataka state. It lies en route to Hubli from Shirsi. Now, Mundgod is also known as Tibet Camp. Years ago, they have been settled in Karnataka, but they are called Tibetans. These people are disciples of Buddha. Lord Buddha preached whole world to be in the patience, calm, and even after many generations, Tibetans follow the same. As soon as we enter the camp of Tibet, we feel that we have entered Tibet nation. Normally, we expect we can have a look on Buddha temple, but also we can have a look on Tibet hospitals, schools, library, marriage hall, bank, etc. Yes, don't raise your eyebrows. They have made a camp in Mundgod as a city of Tibet. Of Buddha is fully be cleaned, where we can see a image of our own in the floor, and we can find a big bells and a fine decoration, and we have a meditation center as well. Every day preachings will be done. Here we can find a monks wearing a color of maroon type of gown, and old ladies holding a prayer wheel in the hand. Dalai Lama, Tibetan's spiritual leader, has strived to make Tibet an independent and democratic state from China. He and his followers are exiled to India. The current and 14th Dalai Lama is the longest lived incumbent. Dalai Lamas are important monks of the Gelug school. Where the leader is looking after all migrated Tibetans, he oftenly visits Mundgod. Tibetans have been one among all in the town, where they buy their basic needs from the town. Karnataka government have many beneficial things that provided with ID card, ration and PAN cards. They are the citizens of Karnataka as well, but still follow all preachings of their ancestors. These people are fine artists in making of monuments, glass painting, carpets, etc. and mainly manufacture clothing like rug, sweaters are exported, earn their revenues. This is a known thing, but many people don't know that these people have deposited of 200 crores and get a money from international sectors. Before, Mundgod was called as Battada Kanaja. Mundgod was one of the backward town where people are basically depend on cultivation. Due to the transaction of Tibetans, Mundgod people are not recognized by the government as it is backward and as a benefits too. This making origin people of Mundgod to make sad. So India is also known as kind-hearted peoples, where we all supports all the migrated peoples.
Yakshagana is theatrical form which includes dialogues, dance, music, colorful costumes and spoken word. This colorful play mainly found in coastal and Malenadu region.
ಜಗನ್ಮಾತೆಯಾದಂತಹ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷೀಕರಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಜ್ಞಾನವದನರಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕಣ್ಣೀರಿಳಿಯುತ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
Yakshagana means songs of demigod, wherein Yaksha means demigod and Gana means songs. Yakshas were an exotic tribe mentioned in Sanskrit literature. It is believed that Yakshagana started in coastal areas of Karnataka to entertain and educate common people, presenting mythological and historical stories.
Jaya 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 Yenuta Sakalaru Maniyalagiye Vishwakarmaru Ganadharadi Shobhisuva Bhushanavasana.
Yakshagana, which is most found in Karnataka, is with some difference also found in neighboring states of Karnataka like Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra.
ಚಿಕ್ಕಂದಿನಿಂದಲೇ ಲಾಲಿಸಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಿದವನು. ಈ ಸುಧನ್ವನನ್ನು ಇದೇ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಲಿಸಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಜಾಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸುವಂತಹ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಅವನನ್ನು ಈ ಕುದಿಯುವ ತೈಲಕ್ಕೆ ಹಾಕಬೇಕಾದಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭ. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ರಾಜಾಜ್ಞೆಯನ್ನು ಪಾಲಿಸಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಡೆ ನನಗಾಗುತ್ತಿರುವಂತಹ ದುಃಖ. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ನೀನೇ ಕಾಪಾಡಬೇಕು, ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಆಜ್ಞೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂತಾದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಪರಾಧವೂ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ಪಯ್ಯ ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅದೇ ನಮಗೆ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಕರವಾದದ್ದು.
It is said that in 13th century, a sage named Narahare Tirtha started Dashavatara performance in Udupi, which later developed into Yakshagana.
ವಿಶ್ವಾಸದಿಂದ ಹೇಳಬಲ್ಲೆಯ? ಎಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಹರಿಯನ್ನು ತೋರಿಕೊಡಬಲ್ಲೆಯ?
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದರೂ ತೋರಿಸಬಹುದು.
ಪ್ರಹ್ಲಾದ,
ಅಪ್ಪ,
ನಿನ್ನ ಭ್ರಮೆ ಅದು. ಹರಿಯನ್ನು ಒಬ್ಬ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಕನಕ ಕಶ್ಯಪನ ಪ್ರಗತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಂಡ ಮೇಲೆ ಹರಿಯೇ ನಾವು ಅವಶೇಷ.
Usually, Yakshagana will be held in paddy fields at night. But nowadays, it is also performed in big stages and hall at daytime. It is a team play of 15 to 20 people. Yakshagana performance consists two groups of performers, that is, Himmela and Mummela. Wherein Himmela consists Bhagavata, a singer, Maddale player, harmonium player and Chande player. Mummela consists dance and dialogue group.
ಮೂಲ ಯಾರದ್ದು? ಲೋಕದಾಧ್ಯಕ್ಷನಾದಂತಹ ಶಿವನ ಮಡದಿ ಶಿವೆ.
ಆ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪುಣ್ಯ ಇಲ್ವೇ?
ಲೋಕದ ತಾಯಿಯ ಹೆಸರನ್ನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾನೆ.
ಹೌದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಇವನಿಗೆ ಪ್ರತಿಫಲವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಆಮೇಲೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷೆ ವಿಧಿಸಿ
ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಸಿದ್ದಿ.
Together they perform Yakshagana Prasanga, which means sequence of songs. Every play consists around 400 songs.
ಮಕ್ಕಳಾದ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಭಾವಶುದ್ಧಿ
ಭಕ್ತನ ಮೊರೆಯನ್ನಾಲಿಸಿ ಧರೆಗಿಳಿದೆಯ ತಾಯಿ. ನಿನ್ನ ದಿವ್ಯ ಮಂಗಳ ಮನೋಹರ ಸ್ವರೂಪವನ್ನು ಕಂಡ ಕ್ಷಣವೇ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಹರ್ಷಚಿತ್ತರಾಗಿದ್ದೇವಮ್ಮ.
Performance usually represents story from the great Hindu epics Ramayana and Mahabharata. There are two types of episodes in Yakshagana, Kalyana and Kala. Kalyana means marriage, wherein play ends with happy ending by a situation of marriage. Kalaga means heroic fight, wherein play ends with heroic fight where hero wins over evil. Yakshagana performers begins performing and it continues whole night. Bhagavata starts the play narrating the dialogues or by singing. He acts as a leader of the show by directing it. Main characters give entry to the stage after Bhagavata to make sleeping audience to sit and take a key